everybody, and welcome back to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I'm Brownie.
Boy, was the video at the beginning there awful.
In my life.
That was ridiculous. I can't believe it.
was
What a
kind of
funny
funny.
camera angle to grab from. That was like 10 minutes ago.
We all know what underwear Jeremy wears now.
Yep.
Or what I chose to wear today.
I mean, that's true, too.
So, Jeremy, do you want to vamp for about 2 minutes here?
Yeah, sure. What does that mean? Just talk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I get my own angle. So this past week,
fancy.
my coworker Derek, I've told many a story about Derek, has got me hooked on this game called Among Us. And Kara, I asked you to play it with us, and what'd you think?
You sus.
I am
You real
so,
sus.
You're so funny. For those of you who don't know, Among Us is a game that came extremely, kind of went low-key viral. There's 10 people stuck on a spaceship, and of those 10 people, one of them is an imposter. It's actually an alien. And so you're one of the little crew members. You got to just run around and simply go and do your tasks. You got to like fix the wiring and
Download data.
download information. It's like a giant murder mystery, and it's really, really fun. I can see why the game went so popular.
Brad says,
if you play, let me know because we'll email you some codes. Kara and I haven't because of Walmart. Past stuff today, and yeah, one of the videos flagged for insensitive information or insensitive
Oh my
information
gosh.
or current events because of the Walmart word. But Don is happening this weekend
On Discord.
Discord. If you're
Not
interested,
Dulu Cord on Discon.
Kara, you should throw a link to Dulu all over and come on
I mean,
and
I
say
can
hi.
try.
so all sorts of fun stuff happening.
He got to talk, do some Q&A with his video game for people. I also know Justin from Cinephile Studios has a channel on there that he can interact with people. Nerd Sloth is on there. Legacy Toys, some fun vendors. There's tons and tons and tons of channels for anything nerdy that you're possibly into.
You can go and see what designs I've made for T-shirts this year.
Yeah,
There's some
there's some sweet merch,
T-shirts.
some other fun stuff. But
Hey, Gabe, how's it going?
Gabe,
Gabe.
Gabe, do you play Among Us? That's been my jam this week.
Mike wanted to know what console.
On Among Us,
Yeah.
phone. It's
Really?
an
It's
app.
just an app on your phone, or you can get it for the computer. But
Yeah,
it
you can
actually,
play on PC, I know. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you can play
actually
on
costs.
Steam, but and they're cross-platform from Steam to the phone.
That's pretty cool.
But like our own Among Us.
Oh, I do like Discord.
It's a bummer.
Maybe that's why everything was showing my butt.
Yeah.
And I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I was early.
Mike says no service. About 260 kilobytes a second right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
it's
sorry
a little
about our
jittery.
poor internet connection. Not that I want this to be a freaking meme.
Listen to a false sense of security.
Yeah, exactly. It's good for a couple weeks, and then it's just like trash town.
Yeah, and then it just completely crushes our soul. And
Right. 2020, the year of.
We're on the bad side of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to send David a message or something, because
Yeah.
he just said, I don't know if it's my
Yeah.
internet or yours. It is definitely our internet.
comment when you can, and we'll catch up with the. Anyways, all right, Chris, you had come up with a good situation for us to talk about.
Yeah, so as contrary to popular belief is, we're all adults here. And
Somehow.
we all made it past childhood and adolescence and young adulthood into regular, boring old adulthood. And I thought they invited me sort of like as a thank you. They're like, oh, come over, we'll cook dinner, we'll hang out, whatever.
Right.
Awesome. It was a great time. And it was something, as a child, I would have been bored to tears. Ever a great
Fun doing that. You actually had fun having dinner.
transcended that line from 30-hour-a-week work and clock punching adult.
Right.
So, and then do you guys have any thoughts of like let's say your first experience of like, wow, I'm an adult now.
I mean, so is just the simple things I have to do before I can do what I want for the day. So every morning I wake up, I've got
I don't do anything.
right now we don't want you going up and down the stairs.
The cats you take care of.
To start my day. And then I got gas on the way down per gallon. This federal tax is 15 cents a gallon or 14.5 cents a gallon.
Like
So
county tax too.
that like completely hit me. It was like, that's a lot of money. That's crazy.
That is an outrageous amount of money.
Yeah, and that was just for one tank of gas, you know?
Brad says it's okay. It only cuts out on Jeremy's angle. We had a problem with that at the beginning of this, and it's looking strange to me now, but it's working. So
Crazy.
Kara's angle's a little bit brighter. I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Because that's going to fix
Well,
the
no, because then
frames.
if we don't, Kara, what was your like? What
Yeah.
Quite
I-
honestly, you have to make sure all your shots and every appointments to get all that.
Easy.
So
And then, yeah, my mom always did it, and my mom always made me go. It's easy. Gabe says the imposter is.
That's a technique, Chris.
I've watched a guy that I watched called the Spiffing Brit, who blah 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 blah. Right.
You're right.
And there's you move the glitch off, and you have to be working with at least one other
and
okay.
no, so we voted them off.
player.
Right. Or the other thing that happens a lot, which is really annoying, is Pink will jump in and call
All the
do that. It's
fun
the
out of the-
bar based off of like the way they chat and
You have
Absolutely.
in between.
playing with my coworker Derek. I get does a wordplay there.
You know
or
the
whatever.
middle school joke when we were kids. Your name should be Ben Dover.
And then he wears the big 5-gallon bucket hat, cowboy hat, and then he runs around. But he's really funny because he turned against you. It's hard to win that favor back.
The crowd's always against you, Jeremy.
Yeah, right. That's what it feels like. Oh man, I rage quit the other day because I hopped on and the first person was killed. And then somebody said, "Is there any evidence?" And then everybody said no. And normally you'll go to a skip.
Ejected into
I got
space.
ejected. So, as your color, you just have to pick a different color.
How many
I-
how many colors are there?
12.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to play as white because I call myself Tooth Fairy.
Nice.
It's nice because there's no like gamer tags or anything. You can just
Yeah.
pick masks.
But
and
it's
you'll
super
paint their
funny
picture.
because when he's guilty, he starts like just going on the blame game and he's blaming everybody under the sun.
Oh,
like,
Jeremy.
No,
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 Derek.
Derek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It's like, dude,
Derek tries
like-
to get everybody else ejected that way. He tries to win
Yeah.
that way. And what we're talking about, the power of voting, you know,
Yeah.
is like you never want it to be like once it's 3 people, it's only 2-1. You got a lot of power there. Mm-hmm. But Oster, they just quit,
it's
Which
super
is-
frustrating.
which is pretty frustrating
Yeah.
Ugh.
because it's
Stream's dying right now. We only got 4 people watching because of how bad our connection is.
yeah.
Aw.
But we'll just keep going. This will be a good. This will be just like an old podcast.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and then people will just leave, and I like playing crew.
I do
Actually,
too.
more than I like playing imposter.
As imposter, I get nervous. I get sweaty. My hands are sweating. I'm like, I gotta kill this person. I'm gonna kill this person. And I go up and I kill him. I'm like, oh, hope nobody saw me. Like, I just get super nervous.
I had
That's fair.
I had a really funny one where this guy comes in and I just killed somebody, and he totally walked in and saw me do it. So then he calls out and he's like, "Yeah, everybody, found the body in electrical and it was red." And I said, "You know what? That's really something a sus would say." Guys, he just self-reported is all. He killed Blue and self-reported. That's what it is. And everyone voted him out. It was like, dude, not the imposter. It was so
What does that
funny.
confirm that you're an imposter for next time, though?
It would, except when you get towards the end, it's not that big of a deal because you can run around and sabotage, and somebody can't call an emergency meeting.
Yeah.
And as long as they can't find the body, they can't call it either. So you can still kill people far enough apart.
Fair enough. Okay.
So
In one of the games we played today, I followed somebody into the reactor room, went down, killed them. The moment I killed them, like 2 people walked in. But at that exact second that those people walked in, somebody hit emergency meeting. So I don't think they saw the body sitting in front of me. I ended up winning that round because of that emergency meeting call. I was like,
because it gets rid of the
saved
body.
by the bell.
It gets rid of the body for the when you come back from the
Yeah.
emergency meeting, it's not there anymore. I just realized that's a strategy. You could kill, and if you don't want somebody to find the body, you go call an emergency meeting.
That's true.
That would get rid of the body.
Yeah.
That's a good.
You just got to survive the meeting.
You just got to survive the meeting. Exactly.
Gabe says, I can see you normally now. Praise hands. And Brad says you need to turn off imposter notifications.
It's so fun. It's
Put it on Xbox and PlayStation and stuff like that.
so the reason why it hasn't come to council is because the chat. There's no easy way to talk with a
Yeah.
controller.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
So
And like if text or speech to text would actually ever work ever,
Right.
it'd be fine.
but
No, it's just not reliable. That
I
is the
talk
reason
too
why.
much when I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, it's just like I freak out at people. I don't
yeah,
get with
there's
them.
so many swear words. You're lucky that Kara's not on
I
stream
know,
for it
guys.
right
I have
now.
to filter it real hard for
Beep,
these
beep, beep, beep,
podcasts.
beep,
Just
beep, beep.
whew.
Jeremy beep 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 beep.
So yeah, and then the fun thing too is we're gonna just make a second one, but because this one's become more popular, they scrapped the plans for that, and they're just gonna
Let this
Do
one
like
Right.
DLC basically.
yeah, just add it to this one.
They,
Kinda
you know what they
cool.
should do? They should add different like rooms, different ships and stuff like that. So you're not playing the exact same one every single time. Is that what it was going to be?
No, there's 2 more maps already out.
Then why? How do we keep playing on the same map?
Because this map has nostalgia. It's a good map.
wait.
The
Hold-
starting map is a good
Hold
map.
the freaking phone.
Oh,
You
Dave said
have
his
the
video's working now
option?
too.
What?
Dave said video's working for him now too.
Woo!
You're
So
telling
are
me
you,
you've
was
had
Jeremy the one that was setting up the game?
Yeah. You're
Oh,
the one
Jeremy.
setting the exact same map every single freaking time.
Yep. Because this is my
Jeremy
favorite map.
is the imposter.
Every
Hold on,
si-
emergency meeting.
Emergency freaking meeting.
All right, Jeremy, get out.
Yeah, right?
I'll turn that camera around and we can watch you float down the hallway.
Yeah, right. It's the best map. Why mess with perfection?
I want to see what I would like to judge for my. Have you played the other map? Sure. How about we let Kara play a couple of them and decide if I like the
Kara
other
can
ones.
you can go play any map you want at any time.
David
Anybody
said
want to
he's
join
been,
me?
David said he's been playing the new maps on his own, and they're way harder to navigate.
They're not as fun. And so there is a storyline here. So one's the launch room before you get on the ship. It's like when you're still on Earth, and it's like ground. And then one you're on the spaceship, and then the third one is when you're like get to the
Destination.
ISS more or less, International Space Station.
Mike Fish is downloading it and is going to try it.
Oh, Among Us! Oh,
Yeah.
can't wait to play with
Okay,
you, Mike.
here's the thing. We do need to.
Oh,
We just need to make a Discord
yeah, we do.
for Among Us for our Rise of the Podcast.
Yeah, we'll just make a
buddies.
Rise of the Podcast Discord.
Yep.
It is so much fun. Oh,
And we'll
Mike, you
post the
sus.
link.
You are sus. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
come
gonna
after
vote for Mike
you.
every single time.
Yeah.
Mike's sus AF.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. I love playing with David. He just never gets the imposter. Ever.
No.
I love.
Oh, poor Ashley got voted out because everybody. One of them, didn't she? Because we all thought she was the killer, and it ended up being, or we voted David out. Ashley was vouching for David. David was vouching for Ashley. And we were like, it's kind of sus.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, it was neither one of them.
It wasn't. It
It was
was.
either one of them.
Well, so it just goes to show that if you're Marion, that doesn't give you any credibility.
Well, so here's the other funny thing: is the very first game ever that Kara was the imposter.
David got imposter 6 times in a row, he said on his own today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. The very first time Kara was imposter, I do feel bad about this. I did walk in right when she killed somebody, and I was like, oh, Kara's the imposter. Then she looks at me with the sweetest face, and she goes, please don't rat me out. Because it was her first time as the imposter. So then I had to run around, and then everybody's like, could it be White? And I was like, nah, man, what? I think I saw
White's been
White
with
doing
me."
a task. So I stuck up for the whole game, and she ended up winning. But all the ghosts were flying around us just mad, because when you die, you can still play as a ghost.
And you can chat among the ghosts.
But you can't, the regular non-ghosts can't see it. And so they're like, oh yeah, White and Red are totally working together. Absolutely working together. So, yeah,
Funny.
I feel bad.
Well, there was another time. So whenever you kill him again, aren't you? And I was like, maybe. He's like, meet me in the med bay and just kill me so I don't have to pretend I know.
That's what I did.
I don't know.
I self-sacrificed. I was like, I can't. I can't. I can't. And she didn't argue with me. I walked in and she's like, are you sure? And then I was like, I didn't even get to say yeah. And then it was like, oh, I got it. But that was fine. I'd rather do that than have to lie and mislead everybody.
Yeah.
We probably should have did that the first game when you were the imp. You probably just could have killed me.
Got some chat to catch up on. Gabe says I'm with Jeremy. Map 1 is best.
Yeah, it is. It's the best.
David says you two better play tonight. Me and Mike are going to be playing.
Oh,
We'll totes
absolutely.
be
We'll
on tonight.
play.
You kidding?
We're going to probably run more on Dulucon.
Daryl said Daryl via All Hallows Eve the game. Go and check it out if you want to see Rise the Podcast play.
Dude, Daryl,
All
we want to
Hallows
get our
Eve.
hands on All Hallows Eve for Halloween. If you got,
I think I got line cut in front of you guys because I helped him do the video, so we might have to play my copy.
but
hey.
we let him use our space.
No, but Chris gets his copy, and then we'll play with Chris's copy.
Fine.
I'll be the chaperone.
Oh, really? Have you
that'd be
played that
cool.
yet?
What? No, but I've seen. I want to start playing with the hipster in me.
I mean, I've seen the memes. I have my finger on the pulse of the internet.
Oh my god,
I
Jeremy,
know-
hold up your
yeah.
hand real quick. That is a hand that does not touch the pulse of anything.
But I.
Gabe says invite him, he'll play. We could have a whole 12-person crew going pretty quick
Yeah,
here.
that would be really fun.
Heck.
So the only thing I didn't know about you is that it's PvP technically, sort of.
Yeah, well, it's strategy with
Right.
like
It's 9v1.
Over chance.
It's have you played Secret Hitler? It's like Secret Hitler.
Got it.
So, which is like it's less about
Oh,
the
now
fact that
I'm
it's-
really excited. Crap.
It's-
Are you going to get it on Steam?
yeah.
Okay.
No, it's I just totally karate kicked Kara's angle. It's less about the fact that it's not like we're doing direct
with the code numbers, but it'd be nice to, or I'll just get your phone number.
Yeah.
Via your email. I have not sent you the chip yet. I have your address.
He has the chip too.
He does it. He does. We bought it. We bought it last Saturday on the way home.
Wait, he has the chip?
No.
We do.
Oh, I
I'm saying
have it.
you.
I own the chip. Correct. Sorry, I thought Gabe went and bought the chip. I was
No.
confused. I own the chip, but we want to send you some swag along with it. Is all that there is to it. We're gonna. Box
And you
up
tell
some-
the rest of the Latin operations forces that they need to man up.
More like the Latin chickening out forces.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
dudes. Like, pfft, what?
and it's really not that bad.
I-
Yeah. It's glitchy.
Isn't that what they also?
Yeah.
You're.
Oh,
You're
have
him.
you seen? Okay, so every now and then I'll fall down the hole of like, it's like 20 conversations that couldn't have gone more badly or
Right.
something. And there was a text message thing or whatever, and somebody had said, it said you ho, you mf'er that did send. So the two messages they got were you ho, you mf'er. But then obviously the screenshot would from Jeremy
You
where
ho.
you ho and you mf'er.
I mean,
I mean,
I would have changed the locks on the doors. Been like, try to get on now. Try to get home now. Get it.
that just always reminds me of when it's bad when somebody says, ducking autocorrect, DUCK.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the stupid autocorrect changes that
Oh,
even.
well,
Steals your thunder.
My autocorrect has learned me so well. I'm the person who's most guilty of dropping some F-bombs on the podcast. My autocorrect will change regular words into swear words.
So it's to be like, oh, I saw a nice duck at the pond today. And it's
Yeah.
like, did you mean something
or
else?
like the autofill sentences. It's like I apparently say, what the F were they thinking? Like all the time apparently via text, because that's like I could probably just pull it up right now and type nothing in, and that would be the sentence it would give me.
Right.
It'll be like one of the things you see on Facebook that says, type in I want, and then let auto fill and do the rest, and it'd be like, I
the
want
Google.
what the F are you thinking? For Chris.
Right. That's Chris. That's so funny.
All right, so I want.
He's doing it.
I'm curious what mine would be. Oh, mine's stupid.
So here's what mine was. I did like 10 words. I want you to be my friend, and I don't know what the F you want.
That's really good.
You should see what yours is. Mine's dumb. It says, I want you guys to know how much I appreciate it.
Oh,
Kara's-
Kara, you're so grateful.
I know. Thanks, guys. I'm just thank you so much.
Daryl says mine has yet to learn how to swear. We could trade phones if
Do
you
you
want,
pick
Daryl.
the first word?
You
You
type,
type
the
in
middle
I
one.
want.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
and then-
yeah, and you pick
And
the
then the middle
one, yeah.
one's the most common one
Oh.
used. Jeremy doesn't text clearly.
All right. I want you more to do that. You can do that for me. Your mom and your family are going on the way home to me and your dad and your family, and you and your family and I are. Yeah, I just kept smashing the button. I'm excited for your birthday so you can get a hold of you. I hope you're having a good time and you are a good man. I hope you are. So funny. Oh, these silly things.
Daryl, I want you guys too, but I'll be there tomorrow. That's a little saucy there, Daryl.
Oh, that is super funny.
Gosh.
This reminds me of everyone's top 5 emojis.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely. I just had to write back. What I'm getting super frustrated with right now, too, is I get about 4 text messages from political candidates.
He got one from me today.
I get a lot for you. It's like, Kara, now is the time to stand up for women's rights. Please respond to this message.
You should just text back and be like, this isn't Kara. Like,
What
Send,
about
like-
my rights? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you gotta send a dong pic back.
Oh,
and be
right.
Like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
So-
Brad, you can do my mom for me.
That's so funny. These phones are super funny.
Smartphones, hardly.
Oh, man.
Oh, hilarious. Oh, I got a message from Gwen. I don't know if this is something that's important or not. It's probably a screenshot of your underwear.
Oh, funny.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
She tuned into the old live stream,
Let's see here.
which hopefully doesn't exist anywhere on the internet anymore.
It does on Facebook, but not on.
Nobody better
YouTube.
clip that on Twitch.
Oh no, she sent me a couple of thumbnails for a video that she's working on, and she sent me a meme of a.
Thought she, when you
Oh.
said, "Ooh," I thought she was maybe bringing us food.
So I want to talk.
Oh yeah, she's not that nice.
There
Brought
is
Snickers last week.
there is a funny meme. So you guys know like the death meme with the dogs.
Yes.
Okay, so the death meme with the dogs, and it was like the death shows up, and he's like, I was a good boy," and he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"You're the best," and come to me or whatever. So there was an Among Us meme, and death comes for Red, and he's like, "Was I a good crew?" And the death goes, "Nope." And so then it shows Red smashing the emergency meeting button, and they all vote death sus, and it shows death flying through space. It's really funny. I thought that one was really funny. I love them.
Al's autocorrect sentence. I want to see you and the family are doing well, and that you are looking for a place to stay.
That's
So do you
nice.
host a lot of people, Al?
Yeah, seriously.
He seems like a generous person. I think I could
He
see
is-
how his phone would.
He is very generous.
I mean, he came all the way down here to hook you up with that dog collar.
Yeah, seriously.
That's true. That's true.
That's about as generous as you can get.
At least it didn't say, "Do you want me to bring dog collar?"
Yeah.
I want you to bring me dog collar, which is so funny.
All right. So, sort of going back a little bit to the being adults thing or
Yes.
whatever.
Yep.
We
So-
clearly are not.
Yeah. As statutorily adult as we are, what's the thing about being an adult that you hate the most?
I mean, I know what I like
Work.
the most, but I mean, I don't know. Debt sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Debt sucks.
And
There's
it's
a lot of
it's
debt.
almost unavoidable.
It is unavoidable. Because it's like either, let's say, we'll start with the basics, right? You got your foods are what? Basic is housing and food, right? Like shelter and food are the
Yeah.
two biggest
Food,
things.
shelter, water are the three things you need to survive. So.
And so it's like,
and water comes into your house.
even when you retire, like even if your house is paid off, you have property taxes. If you don't own a house, you got to pay rent. Like
Yep.
you're never going to be able to escape the fact that it's going to cost you to have something around you,
Yep.
you know. And so that's super frustrating. And then food just keeps getting more and more expensive.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous. Like I said,
We
oh,
should just
man.
have our own garden and become vegetarians.
I looked up hydroponics, but it's probably cheaper for me just to buy tomatoes from the grocery store than to build my own
Yeah,
hydroponic farm.
so that's the thing. So like you talk about like growing your own vegetables and stuff. Are you gonna be how much property do you have? Can you grow a year's worth of vegetables at a
Yeah,
time?
probably not.
Right? Yeah.
You know, and then at the same time, it's like there's the hours you have to invest into making sure that those crops are viable, that they're gonna whatever, and then all the extra preparation. Not a whole lot of different things you can do with those. So your range of like,
Right.
like I'm sure you can get creative and like keep it different enough, but you have a limited range, and then you get spending way more time cooking and preparing stuff.
If we
It's
lived
just
in a
like-
different climate, it might be a whole different thing. But
Yeah.
we're in northern Minnesota where you grow food for like maybe 4 months out of the year.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and the scale of operation is such that like the unit cost per thing, and like Jeremy was saying, is probably higher.
Yeah. So it's a funny little tangent, a little history fact for you guys is the reason why lawns are such a status symbol and became a thing that everybody has is because the wealthy were the first people to not use their land for food. So you drove by somebody, and if they didn't have their whole yard, their available land to them used for crops, it was like, look at that guy. He's got to be doing well because he's not using his land for crops. And then that trickled down and
Interesting.
became the standard.
I guess
So-
kind of the same way that like being pale used to be like the standard for hotness
Yes.
instead of being tan
Yeah.
or whatever. Because
Yes.
like it used to be, it's like if you could afford to be
Get
inside all
inside.
day.
Yep.
And now it's like if you can afford to
Would
be
be
outside all day.
Exactly. That's what kills
Yeah.
me.
Or the same thing as like being like super skinny versus being like bigger or whatever. It's like the bigger you were, obviously the more
Yeah.
excess you had.
Yes. You could
Well,
afford.
something
Daryl, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
well,
Get off
something-
my crops.
something I saw that was kind of funny is so back in the horses were the main mode of transportation. Then
Yep.
cars came out, and you were well off if you had a car.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a car plus a horse, typically that means you have a little bit
Yeah.
more money to spend.
And you're
I can't
insane.
afford a horse at all. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy. But-
Brad says, okay, actually, let's see. We got some chat here for things that people hate being an adult.
Everybody hates
Ashley
being
says,
adult.
definitely paying those bills.
Yeah, so-
Brad says, having to pretend all the time and not to be able to share what you're really thinking. There's so
yes.
so much politics and being Responsible.
At
Ugh.
work,
Well, like-
even out in the okay. So today we stopped by the grocery store, or we stopped by Sam's Club on the way here. I got a membership online, and the reason why I bought a membership online was so that I could have access to buy the Xbox Series X. But then it had sold out by the time my membership went through. It was a big mess, and so I was going to cancel it. And then we kept the membership, so we went by Sam's, and two things happened that were really frustrating. A, I couldn't take my mask off for the picture. So my Sam's Club membership, I have a mask, so it's pointless. You want to use my Sam's Club ID, Chris? Go ahead and use it. I'm wearing a mask. You can't tell it's me.
Right.
You know, it was hilarious. It's like, really? And so then the guy made a comment, and I said, really? Like the mask is gonna? And he goes, oh, they're never going away. And I was like, no, they'll go away eventually.
That's freaking grim.
And it was like that was heavy. I'm at Sam's Club. I want to get a good deal. I don't
Yeah,
want to
same.
talk about the future of the pandemic.
You don't walk into
Seriously.
Sam's Club to get a daily dose of
Well, then he
dystopian future.
He made a dumb comment after that. He's like, "Well, you still take your shoes off at the airport, right?" And I'm like,
9/11. Yep.
okay, those are
Airport security.
two completely different things.
Well, yeah, man.
You just need to get pre-check. You can, what, $85?
Yeah, Kara slapped that on him. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like, you still take your shoes off every time, and Kara's like, not if you pre-check.
Yeah.
Military gets free pre-check.
Yep. So I was like, sucker.
He's like, you can't
So
trust your
Jerry, like I
military.
was talking before, when are we gonna get married so I can get some of these sweet military
Yeah, I
perks?
know, right?
Sorry, Kara. I need those perks.
It's legal in Minnesota, isn't it? But he's mine. I'm sorry.
We'll timeshare.
Oh, okay.
Monday,
Timeshare.
Wednesday, Friday, every other weekend. And I'll do Tuesday, Thursday, every other weekend.
Yeah, so
You get them on drill weekends though.
yeah, that's when I'm the meanest. I'm mean on drill weekends.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
he
Kara's
is.
adjusted to deal with that. You
Yeah.
and I would just get into fist fights.
Right? Oh man, drill stinks. But here's what I love about being an adult.
Daryl says Sam's Club has 25% off all Doomsday comments.
I just caught me off guard. I did not expect to have that conversation and that weight, that bomb dropped on me at Sam's Club. I think it's huge.
Aren't we supposed to be getting a Costco in the
Yeah.
Cloquet
Yeah, I
area?
can't wait. No, it's not even Cloquet. It's on the corner. You know where Menards is in Hermantown,
Oh yeah.
right? So where Haynes and
And Arrowhead.
Arrowhead meet, there was a church building there, and Costco bought that entire thing. It's literally going to be on my way
They're
home from
paying
work
to
now.
have that church rebuilt.
Rebuilt somewhere else.
Yeah.
The church doesn't need prime real estate.
No, that was good for Costco.
People
that
will
was-
travel for Jesus.
I will go to Costco. That is awesome.
Welcome
so-
to Costco. I love you.
Well, I hear they have like the CEO gets like verbally upset with people if they talk about raising the hot dog price or something. Whatever food
Really?
they sell at
Oh.
the food court is like one of their staples to go in.
Have you seen Idiocracy?
I love that movie.
Yeah, that's what the greeter says. Like, well, because there's a city-sized Costco.
Yeah.
He's like, "Welcome to Costco. I love you."
Isn't it? But it's not called Costco, isn't it?
Oh
Isn't it,
yeah,
like
I think so.
I think it's
I guess I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
I
I
thought it was
haven't seen
Costco.
it.
It's great. I mean, it's terrifying, but it's great.
the Starbucks joke is the best one. Starbucks becomes a strip joint,
Oh my
and the
gosh.
guy's like walking, and he goes, "Oh, Starbucks, sweet! I could really go for one right now." And the guy's like, "You got time for that?" It was just funny. Like you got time to run by Starbucks, but to him it was a coffee joint.
Yeah.
Anyways, Idiocracy is a really funny movie if you haven't seen it.
And a grim foretelling of our future to come.
So it's like
Brondo, it's got what plants crave.
it's got electrolytes. So they
Water,
they,
like what's in the toilet?
they start feeding all the crops with energy drink. And the reasoning behind it is you never see plants grow out of a toilet, right? And there's water in the toilet. So they probably don't need water. They need Brondo, the thirst mutilator.
Oh my gosh.
The movie's amazing. Terry Crews, who is
Oh,
hilarious.
Terry Crews. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yes.
Oh,
I
so
love that.
freaking
I think
good.
I made you watch it. You probably just don't remember it.
No, I have like nothing you guys are saying is reminiscent of like
Oh
it's
my
not pulling any
goodness.
files from my
Oh
brain.
my goodness.
So
It
I have
is
not
so
seen it.
funny.
A lot of times you can start describing movies and I'll be like, it sounds vaguely familiar. That does not even sound 1 ounce.
Oh,
of
and
familiar.
Dax Shepard is the guy in the future that he
He
hangs out with.
absolutely is.
Go away, Baton.
He's the one who talks about because Luke Wilson asked for a Starbucks and then Dak Shepard.
Yeah.
You got time for that?
How long ago did this movie come out?
2000
yeah,
probably?
mid 2000, like 2006, 7, somewhere in that range. 4.
Oh, that movie's the jam.
I don't know.
Daryl says that movie's a little on the nose these days.
It is. It's so true. I could go into a big movie review on it, but we'll move past it.
We'll
But,
let Cinephile do that.
Yeah, pay $7 and go and request it.
There you go.
here's what I love about being an adult. I literally get to eat or on the flip side, spend money, even if it's not wise, on whatever I want.
That's true.
Like Kara's been. Oh my goodness! So I came home.
It's so bad.
Can I tell the story?
Go for it.
I came home. You know which one I'm going to tell, right?
Yeah.
The
I do.
Talenti?
Yep, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So I come home.
I'm pregnant. It's understandable.
I come home, and I see. I'm a little worried. I see a whole thing of ice cream in the garbage.
It's a
empty.
Talenti thing. It's like, that big
It's
by
a,
like
it's,
that
yeah,
tall.
it's a pint.
Yeah, it's a pint.
it's less
okay, like
than a
don't
pint.
judge me.
It's no, a quart is this, a gallon is this.
Yeah.
It's a pint.
Yeah, it's a pint.
It's absolutely a pint.
It comes in pints.
I think
I'm getting one.
somebody should look it up. It might be less than a pint, actually.
I'm
They're small.
99% sure it's a pint.
Yeah, they're small.
Okay, anyway, just don't
Yeah,
judge
I'm not gonna dump our internet looking for ice cream sizes.
Okay, got it. All right. So, anyways, there's an empty thing of Talenti in the garbage, and I was like, Kara, you can't be eating a whole thing of ice cream
I'm pregnant.
in one sitting. I was like, you can't do that. And so I look in the fridge, and she has sea salt and caramel Talenti. I ate the whole thing in one sitting, the whole thing. So then I come home, and then the other day, there's 3 of them in there. There's vanilla cookie fudge,
Which is the one I ate the whole thing of previously.
and then Chris. So it's got chocolate, and then it's got the liquid chocolate, like
Oh.
in the middle. Then it's got vanilla. Luckily, I mean, it's not the end of the world. One is usually 2.5 servings, and the servings are about 300 calories. So it's less.
So
than
it's like
900
700 calories,
Yeah, it's
800
like 700,
calories.
800 calories.
Okay, that's
per
not bad.
one.
You
And
know
it's
how much
not-
a caramel shake was at freaking Wendy's when I worked there? Like 900 for a large caramel shake.
Have you guys
I
ever
was
eaten a
gonna
whole
say-
Jack's pizza?
Oh yeah.
That's
A
like
long time.
1,900
I
calories.
used to eat a freaking whole entire Little Caesars by myself.
Yeah, they're
Um,
like so it's you can rack up calories so easy with stuff like that.
Seriously?
My baseline for knowing caloric values is Reese's peanut butter cups because 2 are 250 calories.
Okay.
So they're 125 a piece. So a king size is 500 calories. That's only 4 Reese's peanut butter cups. That's a lot of calories.
So you can only have 16 cups a day.
right. Yeah, and then that's it. You're
Yep.
done.
Can you imagine? So you have 1 peanut butter cup an hour that you're awake.
I should try that and see if I'm sustained.
Okay, we're now seeing it here first. The Rise of the Podcast Peanut Butter Cup Challenge. You have to survive for a week eating 1 peanut butter cup an hour
For during waking hours.
during waking hours.
You get 8 hours to sleep.
Yep. So, but it's 1 peanut butter cup an hour for the 16 hours that you're awake for 7 days.
Should I take a journal of my
Do a diary
experience?
cam, like in
Yeah.
Long Way Up.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Maybe I should.
Or you could do like a supersize me.
Right?
Hey, Tim. Thank you for joining in. Sorry we were having some technical difficulties earlier. He said a friend and I established that Little Caesars is the most efficient calorie per dollar in town.
Oh.
So it's like if you're just looking for maximum caloric value for least amount of money, Little Caesars is it.
I love the pizza portal.
David, I do double that normally. Yeah, but you're also running around like a lunatic constantly too.
I hope all of the restaurants do that. Order online, have your thing put in your own little cubby, like a train station or whatever. You show up there, put your pin in, and your door opens, and out you go. It is awesome.
Oh, Brad, you best not be talking smack about Little Caesars.
Wait, what? Brad, what?
Oh no!
Like my
Have you
teenage
tried the
years
pizza
were Little
portal?
the
Caesars.
pizza portal masks. He says if you like eating cardboard and cheese.
I mean, it is. I mean, like Sammy's is delicious. Like, there's pizza that is amazing.
Okay,
I'll say,
so-
well, but like Little Caesars specifically, you're paying frozen pizza prices for frozen pizza quality.
That's true.
It's true.
And
But it's
made
already
for you.
hot.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's sick. Like it's easy to spend $6 on a frozen pizza. Incredibly easy to spend $6 on a frozen pizza.
True.
And then you got to cook it yourself. And it's like if you're like me and a genius, you have a pizzazz. But if you're like the rest of the plebes,
I want to talk about air fryers. Okay.
no,
Yes.
'Cause
No.
this
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
stick up for you.
Oh, okay.
So Chris can be a little short with people, especially if he's right.
Yeah.
And so I forgot.
It almost just happened there.
Yeah. So I forget who you were talking to, but we were talking about. Oh,
It was my roommate.
it was your roommate. So his roommate and his girlfriend get a brand new air fryer.
And they were so excited.
They were so excited. They had all the marketing and everything going for them where they're like, oh, this thing is going to be awesome. It's going to cook our food super healthy. And I want to say I thought there was something to do with oil in there, but Chris is like, that's just a heating element with a fan, right? And they're like, whatever, super harsh, like cold, like just shot down their fun. So So I was like, I talked to Chris about it the next day. I was like, Chris, it was probably, it can't just be that simple. I'm sure there was whatever. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure there was whatever. Oh, because your comment was just use a toaster oven.
Yeah,
It's
as
like-
I said, it's a toaster oven with a fan.
Yes.
And they have a toaster oven literally on the top shelf that they've never used.
use. And now they have
It's
this.
more capacity than the air fryer, too.
So I want to finish what we found out because I wanted to give Chris a hard time. So I was like, all right, Instant Pot came out with a lid that's an air fryer. It
Yeah, so
turns
turns your Instant Pot into
an air fryer. So I was like, okay, Chris, there's that. Then I said, I saw an ad for LG oven that comes with a built-in air fryer. So I was like, okay. And Chris is like, it's just a convection oven. It's a heating element and a fan.
It's been around since the 50s.
So I kid you not, we look up the air fryer lid, and all it is a heating element with a fan, and then your pot is already you seal it. So
Yep.
it is truly a heating element with a fan. And so the convection of it is the same principle. He's not wrong. He isn't wrong.
It's
It is
fine.
literally
It's just, people just package it different. So do you guys remember the Ron Popeil rotisserie oven thing or whatever?
Yes.
So that was a heating element with a turning. The same thing. It's just hot wires and moving air.
That's all it is.
So our convection oven would work.
Theoretically, 100%. Anything you want to cook, you just cook with a convection
so the
oven.
thing
It's
is,
the
like,
same thing.
The efficiency of the air fryer comes from you're packing all of your food. You're using up less cubic space.
Air to heat.
So you don't need to heat as much air, and it just moves it faster. Whereas your regular convection oven is I don't know, how many cubic feet is a stove? 12?
I don't know. It's
Something like that.
who knows?
8, 10, math.
People who work for LG.
It's huge, right? So it's
Yeah.
your tray of fish sticks only takes up, 10% of that or whatever. So you're heating a bunch of extra air for nothing.
Right.
So Chris
Or
and I want to do
whatever,
a blind
so-
taste test where we cook one set of food on the air fryer. Around.
Well, you guys can't use my Dyson because it doesn't have a fan.
There you
Well,
go.
it does.
It's
Totally
it's
does.
bladeless. It's hidden inside. It's using
hid-
negative pressure. It does have a fan.
Fan.
Kara.
It does. It does.
I actually got into an
How did
argument.
you think it worked?
Well,
There's a fan just in the handle. That's all it is.
Yeah,
but there's
and
no fan in
Yeah,
the
there's no blade. Yeah.
right. Exactly.
But it still
But,
moves
yeah.
air. That's
Yeah,
Chris's
they're called
point.
Dyson air movers, I think. Not
Yeah.
not your thing, but the bladeless
Yeah.
fans they have are called
Yeah.
air movers. But yeah, it works by pulling a vacuum with a fan that's
So,
hidden.
There's no blade in the part of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is in the handle because that's what.
Yeah, and we just hook
Use
the
an
handle
electric
into
motor.
it. But
Yeah.
You are not allowed to touch my hair dryer.
we'll just use a shop vac or something crazy.
But
There you
it is really funny to me because yes, that's truly all it is.
So a funny thing, Rhett and Link did a taste test between fried food and air fried food.
I think I saw this one.
Did you?
Yeah,
There
because there's French fries and wings and a couple other things. Yeah.
There was one thing that they thought was better air fried
Yeah.
than deep fried.
Because the oil adds flavor.
It does.
absolutely.
It totally does.
Unless you overcook it, and then it gets just really nasty and heavy and blech.
Right.
But
But I mean, when you make fried chicken like I do,
yep.
That's perfection.
Whenever you guys want to have fried chicken and invite me over again, I'm okay with that.
I'll make a dip that's not as spicy.
But you can just do that and then just water it down for human consumption.
Maybe make it like a cream sauce
I
instead
got
of.
go buy 6 one-chip challenges, roll it up into a powder, and then just put that all over the chicken. Carolina Reaper chicken.
Brad said, just buy California Pizza Kitchen frozen and heat it. Oh my God.
I do like
California Kitchen's really
We-
good.
we
Our local
stopped
grocery
at-
store it sells a 3-pack for.
We stopped at one when we were in
$12,
Hawaii.
Yeah. We did.
We did.
We absolutely did.
It was you, me, and what did Andy come?
I don't remember. We was down there. We met him down there.
I think he came with us to California Kitchen.
There is a funny joke today on.
Oh, David, you're more than welcome to jump in on the air fryer versus blow dryer challenge. Let's do it we'll stream it. We'll do it on a Tuesday. We'll just we'll build it and cook it and eat it live.
Right.
Well, here's the and then I'll be like the Vanna White. I'll come and I'll deliver the food, all fancy. And be like,
But no, there was a joke that was dropped today. Chris is on the shows that we watch. One of the characters is a vegetarian, and he's really weak at the moment because he got hit by this magic blade. And so one of the characters goes, "Oh, you need some food. You need some meat." And somebody,
David said the chip dust chicken, not the air fryer stuff.
oh,
dang.
the
You-
chip
I
dust.
think you should participate in both, David.
Wait, David, would you eat the chip? Do I need to go get another one? Ooh.
I'll make my fried chicken, and I'll make a powder out of the pocket chip.
That'd be the most expensive dredge ever.
Well, what I was gonna say is we could probably get actual Carolina Reaper flakes, probably cheaper than.
Oh
buying
yeah,
it.
because that's like
That's how
$6 a chip.
It's $6 a chip.
So like to make like the dredge, like replacing the flour with that would probably cost like
Well, no,
$250.
you wouldn't
Yeah.
replace it. You just add it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, crazy.
I'm thinking about you got to go all the way.
Oh, I mean, I pity your guys' bodies.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Daryl said that air fryers are one step above an easy bake oven.
Yeah, basically, right?
'Cause that's
Easy
just a
Bake
hot
Oven
light
is like a
bulb.
Hey,
light
don't
bulb.
hate on Easy Bake. I loved my Easy Bake when I
Nothing
was
wrong
a
with
kid.
cooking with a light bulb.
Yeah, David said I don't know about just the chip, but with the chicken, sure.
Yeah. I got it. All right. Oh, everybody on this podcast says the Latin Operation Forces says that they'll do the chip, and then we find out it's just going to be Gabe, So then David's like, "Oh, I'll do the deep fried, but not the chip."
I'll do the chip, but I'm not on camera, so it's not going to be nearly as funny.
You'll do the chip.
I'll do it right now if you go get it.
What?
It's at home.
No, there's a place that sells them
Well,
3
not
blocks
really
away.
now and do the chip.
Did you say Thilmany was on his way? Like,
He
text
might
him?
be. I don't think that he's.
No,
coming.
he's anti going to the gas station.
You do like hot
Yeah,
stuff.
I was trying to get something to drink for like 2 hours the other day, and Thilmany is just the worst. So let's talk about how awful Ryan
You're
Thilmany
right,
is.
right.
This is the brag on Thilmany podcast now. That guy's a dick. That's not a swear word.
It's fine. We'll let that one slide.
That's PG for sure. You can definitely say
PG,
that.
Yeah.
But all right, so we've had Among Us talk. DuluCon's going on.
What I want. The one thing I really hate about being an adult, freaking having to clean a house. I hate cleaning. Like,
Yeah,
laundry sucks, dishes sucks, cleaning the bathroom sucks. And then we have this long, like a golden retriever that sheds like a cat. Mm-hmm. And I will vacuum, I will sweep. 2 seconds later, it's like I did nothing.
Yep.
There's hairballs everywhere.
I felt like I appreciated enough how much my parents worked to keep the house clean when I was growing up. And I remember specifically being annoyed every time they vacuumed when I'm trying to watch something on TV. Just because back in the CRT days, it would just really mess up the
Yeah,
signal.
oh,
It
yeah,
wasn't even just the
absolutely.
volume. It was just like, you just made it unwatchable. But it's like, they're just trying to fight the nonstop forces of entropy.
Yeah.
And like, I definitely don't do 1/100th as well as they did.
Oh, I don't either. 100% don't.
It's like my bathroom. A decent, respectable human being should not walk into that bathroom.
Well, so here's what's funny with my sister. My sister was a normal, I would say, normal cleanliness level of any 12 to 18-year-old, right? I mean, if we have a baseline for that, they're pretty messy.
Yeah.
And Nate says, and her daughter is super clean as well.
And then he married a messy as well. So, Chris, I think you've only seen our house really when it's clean. Truly.
Yeah, I think for the most part, yeah. It's like I know that it's definitely. It's like, oh, we just finished cleaning. Now you get to see how it looks like, and like it'll be a little bit messy sometimes. We're like, oh man, we just finished cleaning, then it got out of control. But I don't think like Jeremy's seen my area when it's a complete, like it's just like Little Caesars boxes and like empty drink cups, and it's just like spiraling out of control.
If I know people are coming, I work on cleaning. Like I clean.
I just don't have people.
Well, it's funny. You were talking about going out with friends for dinner. We had
Yeah.
dinner at a friend's house, and it was like, I looked around and I'm like, did they clean this place up, or is this how they always are?
Yeah, that's the suspicion.
That's the suspicion.
Yeah. 100%.
What you need to do is just randomly pop over
I
on a
know,
Wednesday
right?
afternoon and be
Be
like,
oh, hey, just call it or
Right?
stop
Oh,
by
I
to see.
had something of yours. I needed to drop it off.
yeah, you should have taken home some leftovers
Oh, there you
in
go.
one of their nice what do they call
Tupperware?
dishes. And be like, oh, I was in the area. Here's your Tupperware.
Here's your Tupperware.
She'd be like, "When were you in this area?"
There's no reason to be here.
What is it?
Get outta
Is
here.
it Iowa or something?
No, yeah, I know how much you hate Iowa.
Oh, Iowa.
So,
Good thing we didn't have no viewers from Iowa because nobody in Iowa has the internet.
right.
Oh, Chris.
Well, we probably have Iowan internet here.
Hello, Dio. Welcome.
Hi, Dio.
Hopefully you're not from Iowa because I was just really smack talking Iowa.
Where's their comment? What?
You just said what's up.
No, why are they like Facebook, Twitch, YouTube?
Oh, YouTube.
Oh, nice,
Welcome
nice.
via YouTube.
Welcome via YouTube. Yeah, we were just talking about all the things that reminiscing. We Among Us is our big obsession right now. We're going to be probably hosting a playthrough.
Discord. A Rise of the Podcast Discord channel.
Yeah, we'll just forget vocal or not forget
And we'll
vocal
do a
for
sub chat
Among
with
Us.
Among
Yeah.
Us.
Otherwise, we're just talking about all the things that we love and hate about being an adult. My favorite joke is it's a joke, but it's true. So if we think back to like the cartoons, right? Wile E. Coyote, always would get like, it's like quicksand was always a bigger problem. I thought I would have to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
And getting lost. Maybe getting lost I thought would be a bigger deal. It's just not a thing. I mean, it is.
I've been genuinely lost a couple of times, like driving places, like pre Google Maps, and once with Google Maps, and it is a desperate feeling.
I've been lost in the woods one time where I truly didn't know where I was, and luckily the person I was with did tell me at least if you ever get lost, he's like, North Grade Road is literally north, so you just need to find north, and if you walk north, you'll hit the road. So we were doing a deer drive in the woods, and I was trying to drive some deer to them, and I got completely turned around, and I ended up like way on this ridge somewhere, and it was starting to get dark out. And I was like, oh, that's right. As long as I go north, I'll be fine. So I had to, sun, east, west, found north, and then just simply went north. And I did eventually run into East Grade Road, and took 10, 15 minutes down the road to get back to get to where his house was. It's freaky. Your heart starts to beat. You start to get cold sweats. You're like,
Well, it's like, especially in like a wilderness scenario.
Yeah, oh, man.
If you're not given any guidance, you could literally be 700 feet from civilization and walk the complete
the
opposite
opposite way.
direction.
Right.
Absolutely.
And which is why. So this is survival tips section here. If you get lost, unless you feel confident in where, like if you have directions on
Yeah.
where to go, unless you feel confident, you stay put.
Right.
Because
You're just gonna
people
make it
will
worse.
go to where they saw you last.
Yep.
And you'll generally be in that area. So just stay put. If you think you're going to be there for a while, build some shelter. Maybe go look for a little bit of water. But stay where you are.
Yep.
Minnesota is notorious for killing people in the winter. They get
Yep.
lost.
Yep.
And that was survival tips with Brownie.
Yes, exactly. I have gone through like 9 or 10 different winter survival things for various things, like in elementary school, in middle school, and high school, and college.
Dang.
I ended up going to like so we did Wolf's Ridge.
Yep.
And then we've done a bunch of other things or whatever. But at every single level, I had to go. To get gym credits. I did winter survival things. I had to do it 3 times.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Just because that's how many credits like you need, because it was only a 1 credit class, and I needed it 3 times because it's a weekend, and it's like it was annoying because it's like it's literally the same thing 3 times, but
Crazy.
so I know how to make an igloo. I know how to build a lean-to. I know how to use the sun in my glasses to make a fire.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So, oh boy, we've got some comments that I've been looking
Slacking.
past here.
Comet
Just kidding.
train there.
Well, obviously Jeremy has had way more robust survival training than I have. By
I
the
have
way,
too,
as
yeah.
much as I'm not trying to come across as an expert, but
The
there's a baseline level that you should know.
I had a fun experience. I got to call in a helicopter to my location. That was pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
just put that on your resume. Has called in a helicopter to my location.
Yep.
Gabe said, "Good idea about the Discord app."
Oh, perfect. We'll get him on Discord. I'll send it to
All
you. in an
Hallows
email.
or Daryl says, "I couldn't live without GPS. I couldn't find my way out of a wet bag with a map and a friend. I'm not lost. I'm wandering." Is my go-to line.
Yeah, right.
Tim said, "That's totally happened to me. I found that I was like 10 feet from the edge of the woods after calling 911 for a rescue chopper."
Yes.
Oh my god.
Also, Tim is one of his go-to sort of relaxation mode things. So this is the thing about being an adult is like you have to find a way to like go and get your like release from the pressure that
Yes.
you're dealing with.
Yep.
And Tim is a mountain biker.
Oh, fun. So is Bill.
Yeah, goes out, hits the trails. Like so I can definitely see the appeal. I am not in a physical condition to be able to do it, but I definitely see what is appealing about it. It's
Right.
physical. There's one of the things I miss about high school sports is like the feeling of being completely exhausted and then taking a hot shower.
Right.
Like that feeling after that where you could just be like, I could fall asleep for forever.
Right.
Like there's something about that feeling where it's like you're totally absolutely spent. And then you're also totally clean, and then you just like you throw on some like baggy sweats, you flop on the couch. Oh, it's such a good feeling. Brad says I try to get lost on purpose. Try it, it's fun. That is not the endorsed position of Rise of the Podcast.
Try your own risk.
But so what do you guys like? You know, like video games are probably a thing, but is there a thing in particular you guys go to where you're like, I'm real stressed right now. I just need, you know, an hour of doing something of this type to get away from it.
For me, it is like I love gaming. It's just been my crutch for so long that it's nice to hop on and play Minecraft or, you know, any just game where you get to shut your brain down. But I still love like the engagement and the fun of it. Squadrons is fun. Like all these games are fun. But I want to like reading more. When I get on a good book, I don't put it down until it's finished. Legos were fun. I had a lot of fun with the Mario Lego set we got today. It was really fun. But just sometimes like this new recliner that we got, just sit back and listen to the recliner.
The recliner for the nursery.
Oh,
But it's in our main living room right now. But
It needs to go. It is taking up so much room.
I've been doing a lot of work on the house lately, and so the opposite of relaxing, I find putting on music that I enjoy helps me work and not get procrastinated, which is kind of fun.
I am the same. If I need to get into just like, got to shut my brain off and get a bunch of work done
Yep.
mode, crank some tunes.
Yep. And you've noticed that. I've been like, I'll just say we have a unit. You know, I won't say 'cause I'll set everybody
My sister says the friendly lady.
Yeah, the friendly lady. I'll be like, put on this playlist or whatever. And then I've been finding new music on the same time. So that's always super fun. And jamming out to that. So
Gabe says he sent in a listener mail.
I did.
We'll check that in a minute.
I've got it right
Jeremy,
here.
Oh my gosh, you
Yeah.
got listener mail. Gabe, I think you've sent more listener mail than anybody else combined.
No,
So we've got some people saying what their stress relievers are. Recycle.
guys, I have some cool things here. So David watches the podcast constantly. David and Gabriel have the same job.
What?
Have the same what?
The same job.
The same what? They were
They work with cars, like
Oh,
automotive
okay.
service technician. That's so cool.
interesting.
That
I was
is
like,
so-
no, that's exactly what was going through my brain. I was like, oh, where's my hand?
So, you know, sorry, this is a complete tangent. You'll have to bring me back if we can make it back to that topic. But Gabe says that he works in the automotive business. And today, while at lunch, his Star Wars was a thing for him. Today, while at lunch, I see one of the salespeople drinking out of a Star Wars cup. And in the process of small talk, I ask about the cup. And she looked at me with excitement and started talking about how she loves Star Wars. And we spent the whole break discussing everything Star Wars. And all the other people were in the room were looking at us like we're nerds and talking. But that is awesome. That is really, really
That's
cool.
super cool.
So there you go. That's the thing.
I love stuff like that at my work, at my job.
Oh,
I can pick out the nerds. Like, they're just the vibe they give off. And I'm like, be sitting there cleaning their teeth, whatever. Be like, so what are you interested in? A lot of times. So here's the thing.
no one likes to admit it, right?
Nobody likes to admit. So a lot of times, I'll be like, so what kinds of things are you interested in? The one thing I get a lot from teenagers, especially, is, I just like to go, drive around with my friends. We just like to drive around and talk. And I'm like, okay. I was like, there's got to be something more than just driving around and talking. I was like, do you like gaming at all? And they're like, yeah. I was like, so what do you game on? And so we'll talk about that, and eventually I'll weasel out the games they get super excited about. I'll ask about Star Wars. I would say of the nerds I talked to, at least half of them really like Star Wars.
Right.
And so we'll sit and
Pretty
talk
good
about.
ratio.
Yeah, I was like, we'll sit and talk about Star Wars, and yeah, everybody at work, the HR office, is right next to my op. Every single time she'll come up to me, she's like, Kara, I love listening to your conversations.
Because it's one of those things, like I said, I would never have guessed. Like, it's fun to be able to do that. I would, like, go back 10 years ago, I would have never felt comfortable telling people I enjoy gaming because it would have been frowned upon as a valuable way of spending your time.
Yeah, you're a loser playing those video games. Why don't you go be a productive member of society?
Absolutely.
Get out of your
So,
mom's basement and stop eating Cheetos.
If my hygienist would have been like, what do you like to do for fun? I would have just played it safe and been like,
Go
I like
driving
going
with
out on a hike,
friends.
boating.
boating.
I
I put
my
on my
yacht.
deck shoes and go boating.
Yes.
Do you see this weird round hat? It means I enjoy
I
boating.
and these shoes. You know what I'm saying? I would have
board
been like, oh
shorts.
yeah, I totally, killed some, aliens in Halo and shot down some X-wings in my spare time. Blah blah blah. Pretty cool.
Yep.
Built an awesome building in Minecraft. Oh man, I want to build this, Chris. Oh, somebody built a house, and it looks like the ores. So it's got a pickaxe sticking out of it. And then it's all made out of cobblestone, and then it's got
Minecraft.
iron. like or glass windows that make it look like it's iron, like an iron ore.
That's neat.
Oh man, is it cool?
All right, I still got some comments to catch up on here in terms of stress relievers. But while I'm doing this, if you guys want to send in something for Jeremy to read and talk about online, contact us at contact@risethepodcast.com. Daryl says, I finally have a computer that can handle games again, and even though I'll always prefer board games, it's so nice to be able to play with friends again. That's so
Yes.
huge. It's like that's one of those things where
Well, like Among Us, we're just gonna smash
Yeah.
hopefully soon. It's so much fun.
Brad says, I mix records or play with a dog, hike, workout, the best stress relievers. Working out definitely is a huge stress reliever.
What kind of dog?
Oh yeah.
What kind of
we're
dog?
big dog people.
Al replied to you, hotel lobby today. No idea why. Was in a hurry so I didn't get to stop and talk and was gone when I got back.
Oh man, you gotta know somebody's doing something important if they're dressed up as Vader.
Yeah.
That's
They
super
probably
cool.
find somebody's lack of something disturbing.
Have you guys seen the funny?
Belgian Millennials?
Oh,
I've heard of Malamutes.
Malininos?
how do you spell it?
Malinios.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Carol over here, dog expert.
I don't know anything about dogs. I don't know anything about cats either, and I have one. So. All I know is I'm supposed to trim his nails more often than I do.
It looks like a
Right.
German Shepherd, more or less.
Okay.
Oh, he's so cute.
Well, I guess Belgium and Germany are kind of next to each other.
That is.
Isn't it like a
awesome.
Malinois or something like that? With
Malinois, that would probably, that makes sense because they speak French in Belgium. So.
There you go.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's sweet.
Malinois.
It's so cute.
So that's. I think is that the police dog that a lot of police
Ooh.
dogs. I think those are police.
Sorry,
dogs.
that's the sound I make when I see cute dogs.
The Kara's excited ghost.
Kara just really wants. Chris said something the other day like, how
Yeah,
can you
Malinois. That's Brad confirms is the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Sorry that I tried everything up one but that.
Malinois.
It's like Illinois.
Yeah, right.
Let's eat this pizza.
Before we call it a night, Chris, Star Wars leaks. We need to finish up
Oh
on some
my
good Star
goodness.
Wars conversation.
Oh, let's go. I don't even know where the thing is.
Because the
Is this button gonna
Mandalorian
work?
draws ever closer.
Bloop. Hey,
Oh, yeah?
it works. We are a Star Wars podcast after all, and as such, we should talk about Star Wars occasionally. What better way to talk about Star Wars than going on to Reddit and checking out r/Star Wars leaks for all the most up-to-date rumors, leaks, and speculation about Star Wars. Tim, if you're still watching, this is the part where you can check out because it's not going to pertain to anything that you're interested in. Nate T says, I'll have to bring my dog next time.
All the dogs.
Kara loves dogs.
I'm like,
I'm trying to use the internet on my phone instead of on here to
Yeah,
make it not.
yeah.
And but I also. Oh, the official poster for the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special is out.
Oh man, was that the hand one? Oh, I love.
yes, I've seen that going through the Star Wars.
It's Luke's hand, but Lego, and it says
Yeah.
It's wrapped in a bow, isn't it?
two son from father or whatever. Really cute play on words there.
There's a new screenshot of the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. It looks like Anakin and Obi-Wan dueling.
Oh,
Oh.
cool. That is so cool. I'm excited. Lego and Star Wars is just such a good matchup.
Yeah.
Production List, which is online gig website basically for people looking to do film production jobs, has listed Cassian Andor show titled as Star Wars Andor, and the shoot date is scheduled. This is a rumor, but they actually have the posting for it too right here. Star Wars Andor.
How do I get a job doing that?
What this? You just go on there and you can like sign up as like LinkedIn for video people.
Dang. What if I got to work on the show?
That'd be sick.
You'd have to live in the specific skill sets.
Well, I can send him a link to the podcast.
Let's see here.
What if Cassian's on a talk show?
Kelly
Yeah.
Marie Tran is Rose Tico.
Yep.
Okay.
And Billy D. Williams are confirmed returning to the Star Wars
He
universe.
is so
Yes.
awesome.
Billy
And
D.
the
Williams is like everyone's like cool grandpa now.
I know.
Seriously.
He is the best.
Unexpected treat in The Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars. He's in that as Lando. Like anytime he can have the opportunity to play Lando, he goes after that role, which
I
is so
mean,
cool.
Yeah. The only time
No, right?
The last for level 1, Corey Van Dyke on Twitter says his animation source has told him the Bad Batch series will be the same animation style as the Clone Wars.
Oh, nice.
It better be. It's a different era than Resistance. They all have their own thing, but Bad Batch is with the Clone Wars era, so it should have the same.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
feel
well,
right if it didn't.
I agree.
Right.
It would not
We've
feel
already
right.
seen them in the Clone Wars style, so they should just keep it that way.
So that concludes our tour through r/Star Wars Leaks.
It's fun to sprinkle it in. After we get done here, I'm going to fire up Discord and I'm going to make a server.
That way I can
We'll-
boot all of you when you kill me.
Yeah, right? So that's what's really funny. For DuluCon, anybody that played with us today, I made a role called Imposter. And then when they played as an imposter after the game was done and I found out, I made him an imposter in Discord.
That's funny.
So that's an exclusive role they can take on.
That's awesome.
And at everyone, you'll get the notification and we'll keep the lobby private for a while and then make it public for the rest.
Yeah.
That'll be really fun. So
Sweet. How big is the game? How long is it going to take me to download this?
Oh, it
it's
takes
not
like
very
2
big,
seconds.
yeah.
Else?
I watched Jim stream it while you guys were playing, and it was on
Oh, okay.
sale not that long ago for like $15.
It's really fun. It's still in alpha.
Really?
Yeah, it's been in alpha for 3 years. I think they finally put in the magic system. That's the only.
Yeah, I thought the last one was the last one.
Yeah, I from what I saw, it's just a bunch of quality of life updates. There's no new boss event or anything or
Got it.
anything like that. Because I mean, you didn't play as much as Tony or. I downloaded that update. So
That's the thing with Call of Duty. That game is like 150 gigabytes. And like low key, I've heard the word in the street is the reason why they don't optimize it partially is they want it to take up so much space in your hard drive you don't have room to play other games. That way you play
What?
their game. Makes
yeah,
sense.
well, yeah, and that you don't want to re-download it every time. It's
Yep.
going to take 3 hours.
150 gigs would probably take more than that. That'd probably take like 12 hours.
See, here's the thing. Hearing that makes me not want to play it.
Yeah,
It's like
I agree.
there's so many other
Oh!
good games out there. That
When I was
why?
talking about how I had my hand on the pulse of the internet,
Yeah, that hand right there
is Daryl from it. That was my thing. I didn't go out of my way to.
made the Discord. Yeah,
No.
that we're going to be doing.
we could.
Oh, I'll send it to him in an email. I do have his
Yeah.
email.
Yeah, it's like we will email you the Discord.
Can he not hear you talk right now?
server. Yeah, they made it. Yeah. Of course, he heard that part. They'd reply just on that channel, and I'm usually too lazy. So there will be people that are watching that are just going to see just random comments without context, just shooting into the chat.
That's funny.
COD is 100 gigs when you first buy it, and every new season is a 50 gig update.
Yeah, it's
according to
ridiculous, man.
Gabe.
It takes up so much
What's
space.
Destiny?
140 gigs right now, but that game has been out for 4 years.
Yeah.
When is Elder Scrolls 6 coming out?
Not soon enough.
I'm
I've been playing Sky.
in Skyrim.
Nice.
You can actually make your own spells in that game.
Yeah, you can.
Why
Yeah,
So-
haven't I played it yet?
because it's
It's like a
360.
2006 game.
It's old.
Can you?
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't updated
I-
it.
They
I
do
own
have
it.
an HD update.
Um,
Anyway, so after having played the game a million times, I went through and did, because I owned all the DLC too.
yep.
I escaped from, like, so you look at Uriel Septimus, see him get assassinated by the blades and everything, blah, blah, blah. You escape through the sewer tunnel, you go out into the lake, and then from there, I did every single side quest you could possibly do in the game
Before doing
doing the first main story quest.
that is awesome.
So, bring people, it functionally works the same as paralysis because they cannot move, because they're encumbered. So I would make a spell that is touch range, so it's really cheap to cast, and gives like 5 million encumbrance for like 2 minutes. So you just walk up, you just go touch, and then they're stuck there. And
Then you
then
fill their pockets full of nothing.
Yeah.
Magic rocks.
yeah, and then I eventually got it to the point where I could do it for a super long duration, just like high-fiving people, and then like minutes
That
later they
is
would die.
Epic.
And so
Wow.
by the time I was doing the main story quest, I was literally just walking around just like slapping things and kill, just like tips over backwards.
That's so
Lays on the
fun.
ground. And then eventually he died and was like, congratulations, you've saved the land of whatever, Tamriel.
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
One of the DLCs
Oh,
for Skyrim.
goodbye,
was-
Brad. Interweb hugs to you too.
Yeah,
Bye,
and we're
Brad.
pretty much we're almost done. So, but yeah,
I'll
we'll,
do that when I get home.
yeah, hop on.
The only game like midnight release, I can't remember what they had on the TV, but instead of sports, they had like gaming stuff on. They actually started figuring out the lines ahead of time
Right.
and everything. So like there was the Xbox line was outrageously long. I got it for PS4.
Yeah.
So I got my 11th of 11 is 11
Yeah.
11 11.
Yeah.
I can't-
COD Black Ops 3.
I'm trying to remember what the last game I stood in line for was. I think it was one of the Halos.
Oh, Black Ops 2.
Halo
sorry.
4, maybe. So it's been a while.
Did the Master Chief collection come out?
The Master Chief Collection did, but not the new Halo Infinite. Yeah,
Oh,
that got pushed
that's
back.
November.
That was November, but it got pushed back to next year. Just like
Okay,
Lego.
so we still got time to do that thing we were gonna do then.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
But I love Halo.
So.
I'm not that lame.
No, Super Mario Brothers is awesome.
That was forever ago.
Yeah,
That's-
I think
was just
Jared's trying to say you're
I was
old.
trying to call you old. Is all.
You're older than I am, so
Yeah,
suck it.
and we can tell.
All right, Chris.
Is it that time?
It is that
I mean,
time.
we've dumped so many. You get.
That's-
It's going up actually.
Well, then take us out.
We've dropped almost 40,000 frames.
That's insane. And there's times we get done, we haven't lost one.
Yep. Kind of shows you want to see more content like this. I don't know that maybe it's a digital download thing now, but just sort of curious, what games have you waited for? Subscribe if you're not already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video or go live.
With you.
Whoops.
We got a comment at the end.
We did. Well, so let's just talk for a second because I forgot to roll the outro. The screen. So now we'll just sort of sit here awkwardly.
Ooh, what does that comment say?
It says this was a run released on Monday. Thank you, David. We appreciate
That
it.
consistency with us.
Yeah.
but-